Well, things are not looking good based on this article itself in particular. But as you can see, it does say Mary and Brandan received backlash for starving their daughter. What is wrong with them? I mean, to be honest with you, asking the simple question of what is wrong with them is, yeah, that is the question, isn't it? But it does start off here in the first paragraph regarding Brandan and Mary, where it says Brandan and Mary are under fire again for their poor treatment of their daughter. They are slammed for starving their toddler midnight. The 90-Day Fiancé stars are pretty popular for their controversies and money-making schemes. Mary and Brandan were the least expected pair to walk down the aisle. However, the couple surprised everyone by tying the knot and welcoming a baby girl. Fans were concerned for the reality TV star's little girl because of her parents' childish and toxic personalities. Now, for the people who don't remember about how toxic these two are, let me give you one little cheeky reminder. Remember how Mary always had to be on the phone to Brandan 24/7, but ironically, whenever she wanted to go outside and spend time with her male friends, she would always hang up the phone and then lie to Brandan that she lost connection. But if Brandan was to ever sit next to another woman, even look in the same direction of the woman, Mary would lose her shiz. She was so paranoid that she wouldn't even let Brandan go and spend time with his sister because she was afraid that Brandan may get close to his sister's friends. So paranoid that she wouldn't even let Brandan stay with his mother because his mother had female roommates, which again she was afraid that he may get close to as well. That is the level of toxicness their relationship pretty much was, and who knows, probably still is. Remember the scene when they go to church and Brandan couldn't even look forward, he looked down the whole time just in case it looked at someone else in the church that was a female the wrong way? Yeah, their toxic levels definitely was something that made us feel concerned about these two being together for the long run. And then when they announced they had a child, well, that definitely raised eyebrows and we definitely all panicked. Now, with that being said though, after that quick little reminder, let's get into the next paragraph. It says fans feared that Mary and Brandan will use their daughter to make money and grab eyeballs. Well, the pair couldn't use the fame much to milk money. Fans became cautious before giving money to the TLC couple because of their back-to-back lies and drama. Why did fans accuse Mary and Brandan of starving their daughter? Why? What did they do? Are they exposed? As we move on to here, where it does say Mary and Brandan begged for money for grandma's treatment, which is something that we have spoken about most recently in another video. Okay, if you haven't seen that, I recommend you go check it out. But let's get into this one itself in particular, where it says Brandan and Mary criticized for starving midnight. Yes, midnight is the name of their daughter, and as you can see here, it says that Brandan and Mary have a poor reputation when it comes to money. Their controversial money making schemes have ruined their image among the audience. The reality TV stars often face backlash for putting their daughter Midnight in danger. Over the years, Mary and Brandan have annoyed fans with their weird parenting style. Now, there's a video here that is shown from Reddit, which is right here. I read it for you guys, so let's play the video itself in particular, and then after that, we'll progress to the rest of the article itself in particular. You know what I just realized? The music might even give me a little bit of a copyright, so I'm actually going to mute the music, to be fair, and while the video plays, I'm just going to read the caption above as well. And obviously, as you can see here up here, the person who uploaded the video says, poor child reaches for some food, for some of his food, and he gives her water while he shoves every drop into his pie hole as fast as he can. I mean, honestly, it is quite sad to see a child trying to reach out for some food, but instead of being given the food, that child is denied the food and then given water instead as well, which is absolutely, wrong and absolutely disgusting. And to be honest with you, we have noticed that Brandan has put on a significant amount of weight since he has moved to, is it the Philippines or Thailand? I keep forgetting which country they're in. It's one of those two locations, but we've seen him put on a significant amount of weight. And also on top of that, let's not forget, Mary did say that she wanted to fatten up Brandan for her own weird fetish. Yeah, whatever. Nonetheless though, this is the video here, obviously, that Brandan has been accused of starving his child. Rather than giving her food, he's giving her water as wet instead. Now it does continue here in the article by saying not they are facing backlash for starving the little one, Recently, Brandan uploaded a video of himself eating noodles. He pretended to be a foodie who was excited to eat everything. However, the TLC star didn't let his daughter eat the food despite her multiple tries. A Redditor noticed Brandan's cruel behavior with Midnight and started a thread, which is exactly what I've just shown you guys in particular. Continues by saying the OP said, I'm not too sure. What does OP stand for? Oh. Anyway, if you know, then you know. I don't know for some reason. I should know, but it's gone over my head. Said poor child reaches for some of his food and gives her water. Well, obviously this is the thing that I just read obviously on the Reddit page stuff in particular. So anyway, poor child reaches for some of his food and he gives her water while she shoves every drop into his pie hole as fast as he can. One fan wondered whether Brandan is using feeder content to make money. Another user called him a loser for being so mean to a child. Moreover, a different user said this is disgusting. And to be honest with you, the world of, well, I don't know if they still call it mukbangs, but the world of mukbangs and the world of feeder content is a big world, and trust me, you can earn a lot of money if you are feeding yourself to death pretty much. So maybe that is something that someone is on, but I would say in that video stuff in particular, I don't think that really would relate to that, because if you're doing a mukbang or you're making a video for feeder content, you're gonna need to show a whole lot more food than just that. Okay, but nonetheless though, I do agree with the fact that yeah, it is absolutely disgusting. And now we move on to the last paragraph stuff in particular, where it does say here that some of them also joked that the reality star was living Lauren Allen's Philippine dream. They called him a grifter for doing anything for money. Do you also think that the TLC star was wrong? Share your views, etc, etc, etc. I mean, listen, it's just annoying because obviously these two, no matter what happens, they keep putting themselves in positions that they should not be putting themselves in. I mean, listen, first and foremost, position number one is the fact that they keep putting themselves in the positions where they are always being called out by people like myself for scamming the audience for more money. Putting themselves in positions where they even use Mary's family members as a tool to get money. They both, I'm pretty sure they've now used her grandpa as well as her grandma as well, which is absolutely nothing but just disgusting. And then also on top of that, we've had the Midnight also being used as well. I mean, listen, Mary went as far as even using cancer as a way to scam people for money as well, by saying that she had cancer and then later on saying that, oh, sorry guys, I thought I had cancer, but I don't because of XYZ. Again, videos that I made in the past, if you want to check them out, that would be great. But hey, we are now in a position here where we are witnessing someone literally eating food and in the process ignoring the fact that his child actually wants some. To be fair, I find it quite interesting because the video itself is actually cut up in pieces, but obviously there we go, let me just go back a little bit. But the video itself, obviously, as you see, it jumps and jumps, which means that they've obviously edited it and obviously cut out certain parts as well. Very, very cheeky. Obviously here you see the baby's hand. The baby's trying to reach out for some food, not the water, but the food. And what does Brandan do? Instead of giving the baby the food, instead in particular, he gives the baby what? Water as well. But you could argue and say that maybe because of it didn't chopped up, maybe he did give the baby food and he just shows him giving the baby water instead. I mean, to be fair with you, I'm trying to be polite because I'm hoping that they're not starving their child, you know what I mean? Because that's something that you don't want to witness, you don't want to see in any shape or form, because it's never nice to see a child being deprived of food. But to be honest with you, the fact that he's actually eating so much food in front of the baby and not actually looking as if he cares to want to share the food with the baby is very, very concerning. And let's be real, we all know that babies love food. You know what I mean? You put food in front of babies, so they want a little bit of what you got going on. But we know Brandan right now, yeah, that guy's definitely not making any space for baby food or anything like that whatsoever. Well, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section and we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.